Hunja wa Hunja YouTube channel. We are proudly sponsored by Together Millers. Tuko na unga wa kilo 2 na tuko na unga wa kilo 1, unga ambao umesiagwa kwa njia safi, unga ambao umesiagwa kwa njia ambayo ni murwa kabisa. Ni unga mzuri na ni unga uko na ladha nzuri kabisa. Leo tuko na story moja tamu zaidi. Ni story ya uchungu, lakini ni story tamu na ni story ambayo itakujenga katika maisha yako. Ni story ambayo itakuhimiza na itakutia moyo. Niko na one amazing lady who has gone through a lot in marriage, who has a painful but inspirational story. Karibu, sikiza na tafadhali subscribe to please subscribe. Welcome Jemima to Hunja wa Hunja YouTube channel. Kindly introduce yourself to our viewers.
Thank you so much. My name is Jemima Wangari Gitao Hunja. Gitao is my dad. Hunja is my husband. Jemima is a mother. Jemima is a wife. And Jemima is a business woman.
Jemima, umesomea wapi?
Mimi nianza na kuzaliwa. Nimezaliwa kaunti ya Nakuru, Njoro sub county. Na kusomea nimesomea tu huko Nakuru County Njoro, shule ilikuwa inaitwa Ndemi Primary School from nursery up to class 8. Nika proceed to high school in Gilgil High School. Then from there nikatoka Nakuru County nikakuja Kiambu County. I did some small courses, then I nikaingia kwa biashara.
Wonderful. Now, Jemima, how did you come to Nairobi?
Actually, me coming to Nairobi is a very funny story. I had come for a burial. One of my brothers alikuwa amepoteza mtoto, so I came for a burial na sikurudi, nikakatalia Nairobi, so I didn't go back to Gilgil. Nikakuwa mkaaji wa Kiambu to be specific, and that is it.
Now, Jemima, you told me you have a story that you would like to share. Personally, I know your story, but you wanted to share with our viewers. Now, Jemima, the story that you told me, it revolves around your marriage. So I would like you to tell our viewers how did you meet your husband? We start from there. How did you meet your husband, and when did you marry? So that we are able to get into that story.
So my husband we met 2010. Yeah, that's when we came to know each other. Tulikutania kanisani katika ujana wetu. So that's where all the story started. By then I was living with my late sister. When I came to Nairobi, she hosted me. So tukajuania naye katika kanisani and we kicked. And come 2014, we moved.
So you got married 2014. 2014. Now, in your story, you told me that you have lost 3 pregnancies. And basically, not even, I know you have lost 3 pregnancies, and in the same period, you have lost your sister and your mother. Now, let our viewers know, or let us know, the first pregnancy, what happened?
Okay, the first pregnancy was very successful. Like I said, I am a mother of 2 to be specific. So the first one I carried to term. That was 2015, and I was blessed with a baby boy, a bouncing baby boy, a very healthy and good boy. So come 2017, I conceived for my second born, but unfortunately I lost the pregnancy just like that. Started spotting during the day. At night it wasn't. Being rushed to the hospital, they confirmed the worst that I had lost the pregnancy.
Now, Jemima, during this Now, this time you are losing that pregnancy. Now, that was your second pregnancy.
Yes.
What has exactly happened during so that you lost the pregnancy?
Actually, it's nothing big because I just started sporting and I thought to maybe ni kawaida. So during the day, so come in the evening, it wasn't, and the cramps started. So heavy cramps to be specific. So I had to be rushed to the hospital. But now upon reaching the hospital, a scan was done, and now they confirmed that I had lost the baby.
Okay. No, you have lost the baby. You know, the joy of a mother is to hold a kid. You have lost the baby. It is painful. Now, this period that now you have lost your baby, how did you handle the situation so that you're able to, after that pain, for you to move on, how did you handle that situation?
Okay, it was not easy for me. It was very heartbreaking being a young mother because I remember I was around 24. Being a very young mother, it was very heartbreaking. But then my other baby was also not very old, so I concentrated more on this blessing that I have, and
And the firstborn.
yeah, the firstborn, the blessing that I already have, and with prayers, God, with time I healed. Yeah,
Good. Now, after that, um, what later followed? Now
that is
uh,
2017.
that is 2017.
Yeah.
That is when you lost the first pregnancy.
Yes.
Now, at what time are you losing the second pregnancy? Or no, or from the first pregnancy that you lost to now the second, what transpired between?
So after I lost that pregnancy, I was advised to take some time a break before I tried conceiving again because even my other baby was still small. So stay 2018, come 2019. 2019 was my worst year because 2019 I conceived again, but before conceiving I lost my dear sister. And like I mentioned, when I came to Nairobi, she's the one who hosted me. I stayed in her house. She fed me. She did everything for me until I got married, and she was like a mother to me. So 2019 May, she felt sick for only 11 days. Actually, she was a very vibrant lady, a very jovial lady, but in a span of 11 days, she felt sick and she left us. So I was left wounded. So um, after her passing on, and that was it. I remember my husband took us to coast at least tukuwe na hiyo time ya kusherekea. Okay, si kusherekea. We have that away from
A
that.
moment to heal.
Yeah, a moment to heal. We can name it like that. So we went to Mombasa for a week, and I thank God because when we went there, coming back, I I had conceived again. I thank God for that.
Now, Jemima, hold on there. My viewers, just to remind you that we are sponsored by Together Millers. At Together Millers, we have 2 kgs of maize flour and we have 1 kg maize flour. This is locally available at the nearest shop. You can pop at any shop and you'll get this flour. It is so sweet. If you have not tasted this ugali, you're missing something so sweet. We are located at Kamakis along Eastern Bypass. Kindly, you can pop in there. And we have our numbers that are going down the screen here. You'll see them. Call if you want to be our distributor wherever you are. Just make a call. If you want to be part of us, just join us. Call. Hii ndio ugali ambayo ukikula by the way, umewahi kula ugali na ndufia? This is the best. Amkia hii ugali na ndufia usikie utamu wa ugali. Now, Jemima from Mombasa, you have lost the first pregnancy. Now, 2019 June, you have lost a sister. You've gone to Mombasa and you're back. You realize you have conceived. Now, before this period that you've learned you have conceived, the second, now the third pregnancy, were you under any gynecologist? Were you under any medication? Were you under any guidance? And did the gyna tell you the right time to convince?
Yes, I was having a gyna that was following up on me, and actually I decided to conceive under her guidance. She's one Esther from MedLink Clinic that is in Kiambu. She was working with me in that journey of losing the pregnancies. So I had one. Yeah.
Wonderful. Now, let us know now. After now, the Mombasa trip and you conceived. What followed?
So what happened after the Mombasa trip, after the me conceiving, I went, I traveled to see my mom together with my firstborn. I remember after now, it was around October. I had gone to see my mom in Nakuru County. Um, so that time I was expectant. I went, we had a good time. I stayed like 3 4 days. Then on my way back to Nairobi, I was in a matatu. I remember very well. I just realized I have soiled my clothes again. Then it was from Nakuru before you reach Gilgil. So I just realized that I had soiled my clothes. Then it just gripped me again. Another loss, another miscarriage. I couldn't believe it. Actually, I started crying in a matatu, and the woman who we were seated next to started encouraging me. So I told the driver, anishukishe Gilgil because I have my brothers are in Gilgil. So I called one of my brothers, our firstborn. I told him nimeshuka. So he came very fast. He found me crying. He knew there was a problem. So I explained what had happened, and he rushed me to the hospital, Gilgil sub county. And to confirm the worst again, a scan was done, and I had lost the baby again.
So painful.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's how it happened. Yeah, that's the that now pregnancy.
Now, at this pregnancy, you have lost the second pregnancy. Mm, did you communicate to your gyna? And what came between you and the gyna? How did you handle that? Because the gyna have been with you. Were there medication? Did you maybe when you were at home engage in very difficult task then that could maybe resulted, or what do you think was the cause of this miscarriage?
Okay. Yes, I contacted my gyna immediately. They confirmed the worst, and I remember she advised me that that hospital, the hospital that I was attending, they were insisting nilazwe huko, lazima ningeoshwa. But upon calling my gyna, she said I just be given first aid, some painkillers to retrieve the pain and all that. Then I come, we do a follow up and know what exactly happened. So I was not admitted at clinic. Back at home with my mother, I never engaged in any heavy duty. So I can say it just happened. It was just happening. So I slept a good deal that night. So the next day, nikaenda kuja Nairobi. So I met my gyna the same day nilifika Nairobi na we started the healing process na the medications and all that. Yeah.
Now, the story is so difficult, so painful. Jemima, now this is the second pregnancy. At what months are your pregnancy or are this miscarriage coming?
Normally they were happening at 10 weeks. Yeah, because the first one happened at 10 weeks, then this one again happened at exactly 10 weeks. Yeah.
So what was the issue? Is it the cervical incompetence or what was the main issue?
Not really. I followed up with my gyna and she confirmed I don't have a cervical incompetence. So it was just happening, I can say that. It's just bad luck. Yeah.
Now you have lost the second pregnancy.
Yes.
What next?
Well, now what followed it was the worst of all because I've come from seeing my mother. I'm from seeing my mother. I've come back to Nairobi. I've lost the pregnancy that I was carrying. Barely a month because that was October. A month after missing my mother, she just passed on, just like that.
Oh my.
Now that was the worst of it all.
Yeah.
My dear mother was gone. She just left. She never woke up. It was not easy at all for me.
Wow, my viewers, there are stories that you listen and at time you miss word to express yourself. You've lost the first pregnancy. After a year, you've lost a sister. After 2 or 3 months, you lose another pregnancy. A month, now you've lost your mother. Then you must be very, very, very strong woman. What is the secret behind this?
I can say it's all about prayers and believing in God because the Bible says that He wounds and He heals and He knows what He is doing. So He was wounding me and He would heal me because I don't know where the strength would come from, but I was just finding myself being strong, even amongst our siblings. I think I was just being strong.
So, because you have mentioned your siblings, that means you had a very good supportive system from your maybe your in-laws, your brothers and sisters.
Yeah, we are brought up from a very humble background, if I may say, and tumekuwa kwa umoja, and we are very close to each other. Yeah.
Let me ask you a very silly question. Now, what is the response of your in-laws at this moment? You've lost now 3 pregnancies. You've lost your mother and your sister. What was the response of your in-laws, especially the mother-in-law?
One, I have one amazing mother-in-law, and she's very supportive, and thank God for her because she was just encouraging me. She knew what would happen, what was happening, and she would always tell me, Mungu yuko, and in His own time, atakukumbuka. Don't lose hope. Yeah.
Wow. Now, uh, your mother is gone.
Yeah.
And she's buried. Between now that time after you buried your mother, have you now tried to conceive again?
Now, still the worst happened because after we married, after we buried our mother, sorry for that, I still had the urge to get a baby. I wanted a baby so badly. So, come December, I found myself pregnant again.
And this is the third pregnancy, or the fourth?
The fourth, because I already have
firstborn.
Firstborn, I have lost
two. Now you have.
Now I've conceived again.
Yeah, fourth one.
Yes, because I wanted a baby so badly.
And this time when you're conceiving the fourth pregnancy,
yeah.
Your gyna.
Yeah, she knew. I have been always in contact with her, and I could tell her, and she would give me a go ahead. So, being under her care, I was feeling okay. So I found myself conceived again come December. But now again, come February 2020. Oh my God, the pregnancy was gone again.
10 weeks again.
No, that one was to 3 months. Yeah. So it was gone. Just like that, nothing happened. It just started spotting, rushing to the hospital. Actually, that one, there was a chance of it surviving because I went earlier. When I went to the hospital, they did scans and all that. The pregnancy was still there, so they said it was a threatened miscarriage. Haiko imetoka. So I was given medication and I was put under bed rest. But now coming back home again, I think the drugs never worked
The
for me.
medication
Yeah,
never worked.
they never worked for me because the bleeding never stopped. So going back, they said imetoka yote nimebaki. So again, it happened. Yeah.
Now you lost hope.
I didn't lose hope. That is the last thing I would advise any person to do. Losing hope.
Yeah.
There's God in heaven. Yeah. I never. Yeah.
So what next? Now you 4 pregnancies, 3 pregnancies gone.
Yeah,
Now
gone.
what next?
I will still try because I wanted a baby. Yes.
And did you conceive?
I did after I did conceive, and I thank God because this time I think I ventured more. Before I conceived, I even fasted. I told God, I've gone through so much pain. Please don't let this one go. I pleaded with God. I had time to pray and fast, and I trusted God that He will see me through. So I conceived. That is come 2021. Yes. 2021 I conceived.
2021.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
After now that painful moment, now
That 2021, that's the beginning of this year.
yes. So I give myself a break of quite almost a year. Going to 10 months. So I conceived again because I still believed I was not done with this. I needed that baby so badly. And who is God? As we talk now, I can afford a smile because God has remembered me. Yes, I have a bouncing baby girl, and I really bless God for that.
How old is the baby now?
The baby is 5 days old.
Wow, viewers, that's one amazing story from Jemima Wangare Gunja. Jemima, what is your word to our viewers? What is that word you can tell to encourage our viewers?
The only thing that I can tell our viewers today is never to lose hope in life. Because I went through a lot, I went through pain, but I never lost hope. I kept praying and believed that one day, God will surely remember me. And He has done it for me. So if He has done it for me, He can also do it for you. Whatever you are trusting God for, be it that job, be it that family you need, be it whatever thing that you need, is God.
Good. Viewers, thank you so much for watching. Would like to encourage you, please always have that faith as our guest today, but kindly kumbuka kufinya hiyo button ya subscribe to this channel. We are now at 775 subscribers. Please let us make 5,000. We are in a journey to make it 5,000 subscribers. Please subscribe. Once again, we thank Together Millers for sponsoring us. We are so grateful, and asanteni.